We're now into the second week of the book of Leviticus, or Vayikra in Hebrew. And one of the main themes that this third book of the Bible talks about is the idea of korbanot, sacrifices. And without Hasidic philosophy, the concept of sacrifices could seem very archaic and, quite frankly, could be a little bit boring, especially because it's so archaic and doesn't really have or seem to have a whole lot of relevance to Jewish practice nowadays. So what do I mean that without Hasidic philosophy it could seem this way? Let me give you an example. In this week's Torah portion, which is the portion of Tzav, the priests are commanded to bring various sacrifices, and one of them is a daily sacrifice, which is a handful of grain mixed in with some oil and so forth. And they put this and burn it on the altar. So what does that have to do with you and me in the 21st century? So Hasidic philosophy explains like this. Grain represents the idea of our material possessions. And the Kohanim, the priest, that's every Jew, right? We are a Mamlechet Kohanim, we're a nation of priests. So this is a lesson to every Jew that we have to take our worldly possessions, our physical, mundane lives, and we have to burn some of it on the altar. What does that mean? It means that we have to dedicate some of our lives to holiness, to God. And it doesn't have to be all day sitting in a monastery somewhere up in the hills, completely separated from the physical world. No. We just take that little bit in the morning, and maybe even in the afternoon. We just take that little bit and dedicate it to God. What does that mean? Take some time, a few minutes in the morning, to pray, to put on tefillin, the black boxes that men wear, learn a little Torah, just a little bit, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe an hour, whatever fits into your lifestyle the best, and dedicate that portion of your day to God. And then we find that the priests, Aaron and his sons, it says in the Torah, in the Torah portion, that they will eat what's left over from it. So the leftovers, meaning the rest of your day, is also holy, because the holiness of those morning mitzvot, those morning commandments, that time that you dedicated in the beginning of your day, that spills over into the rest of your day. And it impacts everything that you do, your work, your material needs, everything, so that those too can serve a holy and spiritual purpose. So dedicate some time every day, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour, dedicate some of it to spiritual pursuits. Shabbat Shalom.